moving into our consumer math lesson. Your learning target, you can calculate selling costs of various situations. Selling costs, you want to know what else? This is also known as what you will pay. This is also known as what you as a consumer will pay for something. So you need some consumer vocabulary. First thing is markup. Markup is a percentage increase of the purchase price. It's really what we call profit. Every single business has to have some kind of markup. Because if they don't have a markup, they're not making profit, and they can't buy more products, they can't pay their employees, they can't pay their bills. Every single business should mark their merchandise up. Now sometimes they have discounts, which is awesome, but just know that don't expect to pay what a merchant pays. You need to pay a little bit more, okay? Discount is a percent decrease of a selling price, okay? Decrease, meaning you don't pay as much. It decreases the total. And tax, this is from our state and federal government, it's a percent increase of the selling price. Okay? Two ways to find markup, discount, and tax. Two ways to find it. Method number one, which seems very popular with students, is just going percent times amount. Like if it's a 7% tax rate, they would go 7% times whatever the amount is, okay? The other way, the second strategy is making that connection with our proportion unit. Being able to say, well, part of the money, like markup, they don't mark up the whole thing. You pay part markup is to the whole price as percent is to 100. Or tax is part of a total. Part is to the total as percent is to 100. All right, I'll show you two strategies for doing this. Let's say American Eagle pays $56 for a jacket, and they're going to mark it up 63%. How much will I pay? Okay? So, two different ways to do this. I'll show you both. You choose the strategy you like best. Okay? Method number one is just percent times amount. So it's a 63% times $56. I better get my calculator because you're going to need that. Now you can either leave it as percent, but you have to push the percent button in your calculator, or turn it to a decimal, like 0.63, whatever strategy you like best. So I'm going to just push my percent button. 56% times 56 is 3136. Now that's markup. That's, did I get it right? No, I didn't do it right. Hold on. 63% times 56 is 3528. What the golly? Okay. Now, you have to pause and really think realistically, is that what you're paying for the American Eagle jacket? No. That's their profit. That's what they want to make off of you. So what you pay is what they paid for it, $56 plus the profit they want to make, $35.28. So plus 30 plus $56 is you're gonna pay $91.28. You see that connection there? Method number two, connect it to proportions. You all do amazing with proportions. So part, the markup is part of the total, $56, as percent, 63, is to 100. And you're gonna, once you do that cross product there, you're gonna get 35.28, and then you have to remember that that's their profit. You have to give them what they paid for it too. So then you're gonna add what they paid, $56, and you get $91.28. So two strategies. And I don't care which one you use, whichever one you like best, okay? Ticket sales have a markup of 175%. Let's say that Ticketmaster purchases tickets to Taylor Swift for $24 a piece. How much will the fans pay? 2 strategies. Now you don't have to write both of these strategies down. Now that I showed you both, you write the one you like down. Okay? I'm going to do both though. Strategy number 1, percent times amount. Because percent is the markup. So markup percent is 175. Percent times the 24 bucks. So 175% times 24 is 42 bucks. Is that what you paid?
No.
No, that's their profit. So now what you pay is what they paid, 24 plus the 42. What's that, 66? You're going to pay $66 to see Taylor Swift. And that would probably be balcony. I'm sure they have different markup rates per section of a venue, is what I'm sure. Strategy number 2 is proportions. I do like proportions. I think that they're nice and kind of easy to set up. Part, markup is part, is to the total amount they paid, 24, as your percent, 175, is to 100. And then again, that will give you 42, and you just have to remember that you add what they paid. And you get your 66. So, 2 different strategies. In last hour, I saw kids use both. Some of you like proportions, some of you just want to times them. Whatever works best for you. Okay? Don't forget though, markup, you have to add. Markup, you add. You increase the initial amount. Okay? Tax is also something you add. You have to add your tax. Okay. At the end, if you're looking for your total amount. Notice here, I have find the tax and then find the selling price or what you'll pay. So there's a difference. If you just want to know how much tax is it going to be, you don't add. It's what your final payment is when you add, okay? All right, $2 with the 7.125% tax rate. I'm going to set up a proportion for this one. You don't have to. You can go 2 times 7.125% if you want. Part is to the total as 7.125 is to 100%. So that would be 7.125 times 2 divided by 100. Okay, so there's a big number here. And we're talking about money. Consumer math is all money. You always go 2 cents. So it should be 14 cents is the tax rate. So the state would get 14 cents off of that purchase. I think that is, last time I checked, this was last year, this is Minnesota's tax rate for food and stuff. Now let's say that we get $42.84 purchase and you have a 5.2% tax. I'm going to flip my strategy here just to show you that you can do any strategy. And instead of a proportion, I'm going to do percent times amount. Okay? So 42.84 times 5.2%. Notice I flipped it too. It doesn't matter. Multiplication is commutative. It doesn't matter which one I put first. So 5.2% times 42.84 is, oh, I get another big number I have to be careful over because we're talking money here. So it'd be 2 point what? 23, not 22. Yep, because that 7 told my 2 to scoot up to a 3. So here, this particular state would get $2.23 out of that purchase. Okay? All right, $23.49 with a 7.125% tax rate. All right, what do you guys want me? Should I make a proportion or just times it? Got it. So I'm going to go 7.125% times 23.49. And that is something that I don't know yet, but I'm pushing it in my calculator. And I get I got around again, $1.67. Okay. Now I'm looking for selling price. Selling price is when I add. Okay, selling price is when I add. So what I'm going to pay for it is the $23.49 plus the $1.67 tax. So $1.67 plus $23.49 is $25.16. Okay, and I'm just, for lack of time here, I want to get to my discounts. I'm going to just cross out that last one. Again, if they just want one thing, you just leave it the way it is. But if they want to know how much will you pay, you add or subtract. The only time you subtract is with discount. Everything else increases the amount you pay. So discount is percent times amount, like we did on that first page. And what you pay, the sale price, okay, this is what we pay, is regular, take away the discount. Also known as just subtract it at the end. Now you can do discount like this, or you can do part of your discount is to the total cost as your percent is to 100. Because everything is part, markup, discount, tax, it's all part of a total cost. Okay? Alright, there's two ways to calculate discount and tax and markup. I'm going to do the normal way that we've been doing first, and then I'll show you the fast way. So Lulu leggings regularly sell for 98 bucks. They're on sale for 40% off. What is the sale price? Well, I got to figure out my discount. I'll show you, I'm going to make a proportion with this one. You don't have to, I'm just going to. So part of my discount is to my total amount, as 40% is to 100. Again, you could have just times them. I'm just choosing to show you that you can do any method. Okay? And I get $39.20. Now you have to realize, clearly you're not going to buy Lululemons for $39.20. This is a discount. So that's how much they're taking off. What you pay is your $98 take away your discount. So 98 take away $39.20 is $58.80. Now be careful in Schoology today that if it, like my calculator told me 58.8, but I'm remembering it's money. So you have to include that ending 0 for money if it's a decimal. Okay, American Eagle is having a sale for 15% off. You want a pair of $64 jeans. How much will you pay? Well, I got to figure out my part. So I'll multiply this time just to show you that you can do either way. So $64 times 15%, right? Do you agree with that strategy? Okay, so I get 9.6, which is money, $9.60. Am I paying $9.60 for my American Eagle jeans? No. Heck no. That's how much they'll take away from me. They'll decrease it. So what I pay is $64, take away that $9.60 off. And that's $54.40 for my American Eagle discounted jeans. Okay, I'm going to pause for a second here. I don't have much time. Okay, the second strategy for find percent that you pay, you always take the difference between 100. So for my Lulus, if they get 40% off, I pay 60% of the Lulu. So what I pay is 60% of that $98. Go ahead and punch that in your calculator. You're going to get the $58.80 right away. Okay, you don't have to add or subtract because you already found pay. For American Eagle, if you take 15% off, you pay 85%. And you can do times them or make a proportion, whatever your brain likes best. X is to 56, just kidding, it's 64. as 85%.